Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop for another Sunday. Oh, I'm missing my drag racing. Good thing I recorded that. Oh yeah, go John Force. I like John Force. Reminds me of John Force's cousin. Oh, Wes called me yesterday. He was going flying and yeah, wasn't quite in the mood. Had me kind of a lounging day yesterday, cleaning up the shop. Okay guys, we're going to try this again. I've got enough material to make like one, maybe two more, but I got to get some more stuff because I got to make Ollie a set now because I could take them ones out of that wing probably pretty easy. But I want them for my Thunder Chief. So I can get my Thunder Chief back in there. Then all I got to do is patch up the paint job, baby. Put my stuff back in and it's ready to go. That's all I'm lacking. But I'm probably going to switch out the bulkheads too. I doubt if I have time for Kentucky. But anyway, man, I got all that stuff off of here. It was kind of a mess. There was, I don't know, maybe I buffed all my wax off. I know I waxed it beforehand, but one coat wasn't good enough. I don't know, but that part sure stuck. A lot of paint was left on the plug. I pretty much had to clean all that off. Repolish her up again. I polished this with a fine cut cleaner, McGuire's first, and then glaze, baby. This thing is smooth and it is shiny. But I'm gonna wax it a couple times. I ain't gonna get too I can't afford to waste no more material. That was it more than anything, guys. Ooh, man, am I out of everything. I gotta go to the resin store first. I gotta go buy some lotto tickets. Hey guys, always Burt Bass is working on his Tomcat again. But I was watching his videos and I watched him build that Horton. That Horton's a pretty cool jet. Guys, he got that flying if you guys didn't know that. But he used this, I've got some around here somewhere. It's kind of a thick, they call it a filler material, you know. But it turns out pretty heavy, but it's like 1/8 inch thick, man. It soaks up a lot of resin. But it worked out good for his Horton. Okay, when he was laying up that Tomcats, it kind of looked like the same stuff because I couldn't tell what he made it out of. I made a couple comments I shouldn't have. Oh, that's because you need to show us more in the videos, brother. So we don't get it. It's crazy ideas. I thought he was going to use that stuff for that more Tomcat. Oh my goodness, that thing's going to weigh 150 pounds. That is pretty cool stuff, man. I thought about it and then I got more info on it. Core material is what they call it. But this actual stuff, I got some, I think I know where it's at. I got it around here somewhere, but it's a core material. And it just soaks up a lot of resin. I asked them about that Associated, and they said that they use it to bulk up molds. So, you know, I don't know. But some people use it for core material. I guess if he was doing a car trunk or something like that, it would probably work great. But as far as airplane and stuff goes, man, you know, what this stuff is, guys, it's a balance between weight and structural strength. Okay? We all know, man, we can build a dang airplane that you can pull out of the ground and fly again. You know, but there it goes to conception, pull it out of the ground and fly again. It is so tough. It's so heavy. You know? So you gotta, everything you do, you know, and I'm learning this more as I go along, guys. Every little thing you do, you gotta think about weight. And you know, my dad thinks that I take that a little bit too far. You know, but guys, you got to. It's a battle. You know, it's against weight. And being strong enough. Because, you know, you got to build strong enough and keep the weight down, you know. And that's where the balance comes in. You know, and I'm learning this. You can't, you know, I built that first B1, guys. That was a total mistake. You know, that thing was so heavy. And just everything we did was just so overkill. It made it unflyable. You know, and that's where the balance has got to come in. You know, and that's where a lot of these artists come in. You know, I have a respect for them guys working in China. You know, this stuff is not easy. You know, and this guy over here that spends $5,000, say, on a Skymaster F4, that thing better come in absolutely flawless, perfect. Or they're on RC Universe, you know. And don't get me wrong, you know, it's just, I have a respect for them guys. And, you know, they're trying to give us what we want. And Fly Eagle took a beating. I don't know, guys. I'm not trying to pick sides. Or get into a bunch of drama. Or what I don't want is a bunch of drama on my channel. Because that's not what I'm about. And that's why I ain't gonna sit here and put them guys down, because they're just, you know, trying to give us what we want. And a couple ideas didn't work, but it ain't like they, but I don't know, maybe their customer service could have looked at it a little bit, I don't know. Lost in translation. Maybe I shouldn't leave it on there. But basically that's what it is. Everything you do to this jet, you got to be thinking about weight, you know, instead of making it indestructible. You know, just like these ducts. You know, there's no way a turbine's going to collapse a duct. You know, ducted fans used to back in the day. Well, it's because they needed everything they spit out. You know, and you got your duct, your fan unit all sealed up, and it's pulling air like a Hoover, man. Well, see, turbines don't need that kind of air because they compress their air on the inside. You know, that's why they don't have to have a bypass. And, you know, they just don't, you know, they suck, don't get me wrong, but they just don't collapse ducts like the old ducted fans used to. So, you know, you don't have to have carbon fiber ductwork that's, you know, 3 layers of 10 ounce. You know, that's crazy. You know, you just, but you want it stiff enough, you know, you want it, you know, to be rigid, but that's where your balance comes in, guys, when you're building these jets or any airplane. It's just a battle against weight. And that's what the composite is all about, is making things lighter and stronger. It's a different technique, where the old wood-built airplanes are kind of like the old steel frame buildings. You know, everything had to interlink and, you know, main spars, and where composite gets their structure from the skin, not the skeleton framework. And that's, you know, the difference, you know. And there's just a learning curve. And you see, I didn't have no one on YouTube showing me how to do this stuff, you know, and I'm learning. And I try and pass along what I learned. And I hope everyone uses it to their benefit. I mean, you can take it and you can just ignore it and go your, you know, it's just, I love this stuff, guys. I just absolutely love it. This is my heaven, man. You know, just to create something that, you know, you look there and just think, man, that is just awesome. People walk up to it, and that's just awesome. Not knowing that used to be a hunk of styrofoam, man. That hunk of foam could have been easily some installation in a freezer somewhere. But no, ended up on a plug of a 105 Thunder Chief, you know. And this time around, it's going to be perfect. Just absolutely just perfect. I just feel it in my bones. The gear's going to work. Guys, we dropped a bunch of weight. I dropped a bunch of weight off this thing. I probably going to come in about 8 pounds lighter than the California Jet. You know, we're talking empty in the 30s. It's going to be around, if that much, 26, you know, I don't know. We're going to get it all together though, and we're going to weigh it, because this is going to be the lightest Thunder Chief you'll ever see. This is it. He's got all the new top of the line parts. We ain't going to be saying, oh, I wish I had the new kit. This is it, baby. Yeah, let's give it another coat. Okay, now I like to use this sock. I take a bottom of my sock and I just put my wax in there. And now Invert Matt says he's got some new mold release stuff, you know, but last time I tried some new mold release stuff, I run the plug. I was down there at the old resin store, not associated, another one that used to be here back in around 2000, and I seen he got some aerosol mold release in, and I said, oh yeah, that's nice stuff, man, try that. And I came home, and I sprayed it on my plug, and laid it up, finished the mold, just destroyed that thing. Had to build a whole new plate to make a whole new mold. It was so bad. It was bad. It just, I threw the whole thing away. Everything started from scratch again. That was my polecat that I had molded up for the racing days. 100-inch wingspan polecat. Oh yeah, I had a bunch of them flying at the races at one time. But my first plug was trashed. And ever since then, I see an aerosol spray mold release, I run the other way. You know? Apart from my occasional blunder like this plug the other day, I've had pretty good success with Hardall and wax. Not saying his ain't a good deal. You know, I'm just saying something works good, why switch? You know, I don't know. I'm going to let that drive. I might just give it one more, just to be on the safe side, because I don't want that happening no more. Yeah, I'm going to go buy me some lotto tickets tonight. Hopefully I hit a couple 100,000 so I can go to Associated tomorrow. You know, I gave you all the bomber updates. Mark told me to make him a list of everything I needed to make a layup movie one. I emailed him that list about a week ago. I haven't heard back. You know, it's the 50 yards of carbon fiber that I'm worried about him choking on. But man, that main spar and that frying pan looking thing in the tail, it's going to chew up some yardage of carbon, man. Plus I need to make carbon fiber skins, swing skins. It's going to chew up some carbon, but I sat down and gave him a pretty good accurate measurement. Haven't heard back from him. Maybe I just need to go visit Omar. That's another thing I want to do when we get back from Kentucky. Get on the bomber, baby. I didn't have this ollies done pretty quick. I should. The wings, I got to sand them. Just not much work to them at all, and they're ready to put the rivets on. And that's the last thing, man. Then I'm ready to paint. It ain't gonna take me that much. Decals or my paint mask will be here this week. Man, that thing is shiny. Ooh, dog. And it ain't gonna take me but a couple days to prime it. Paint it. It's that long. 3 colors, red, white, blue, silver, 4. Pretty little dog. Then we're gonna let it set, and I'm gonna let that paint cure out for about a week. In the meantime, I'm going to jump on a couple other things. I'm going to get that Mustang done while those paint's curing. So I'm just going to put it out there in the trailer, man, and just let the paint cure. And before we go messing with it, I don't want to scratch it up. It's going to be perfect for home delivery. Sure hope he gets that turbine chased down. I don't want to have to work on this in Kentucky, man. You know, and the CG and plumb it. I want to make sure there's no fuel leak. Check the system. Fire it up. Give it the old taxi test down the street. You know, I'll wheel this bad boy out of Kentucky. Perfect, man. Just sit back and look at it. You don't have to work on it. You know what I mean there, fellas? Alright guys, well, I'm gonna get me some part all on there and